Hey, my name is Steve. I am the Affordable Life Coach. If you're interested, my email's in the description. Consultation's absolutely free and no obligation afterwards. One of the biggest, easiest ways to improve your discipline, your willpower, your habits, your consistency, your productivity, your goals, your commitments is having energy in the gas tank. Keeping yourself fueled. I don't mean just by food, but look at all the things in your life that depletes energy. There are so many things that might seem insignificant and small, but will deplete your energy. Oh, you get an interruption, or you get three interruptions, energy depletion. You've lost energy because now you've lost time, and now you've lost. You have to expend mental energy to remember where you were on the project or whatever you were working on. Stressors, little things that you do that aren't on your to-do list for the day. Just like, oh, I want to get this finished. It's not a high priority, but I just want to get it over with. Again, it's going to cost you something. Having a very structured and planned and focused day, it doesn't need to be rigid. It doesn't need to be like you have to plan every 5 minutes, but just having an overall plan and sticking to it really helps to preserve your energy because you're not wasting mental resources on deciding what you need to do next. And sometimes I'll get an email or I'll check my emails and I'll say, oh, there's an email. I gotta respond to it, but I don't have to respond to it in that moment. Put it into the plan. Emails has a time and place that I'll take care of them, and you're just being guarded and protective of your energy and your time. Energies We go through energy rhythms and flows throughout the day. Sometimes, some people early morning, they're peaking, then they go down, kind of a little bit of a crash around 12, 1 o'clock, depending what time you wake up. Then you get another energy bump, maybe 4 or 5 o'clock, and then your energy goes down. And there are energy waves. And what we want to do is try to schedule our more challenging tasks during our peaks. And we all know when our peaks are. But if you want to avoid the crashes, and that's what we all struggle with to one degree or another, is we have energy crashes, is stay fueled. Get enough water, get enough healthy, nutritious food. Don't let your blood sugar crash. But one of the other things that is really not talked about is the importance of unplugging and doing nothing. I'm not even talking about staring at a screen. I'm talking about maybe taking a nap. I'm not even talking about going for a walk. Although that's another really good thing to bump up your energy is to just get the heart rate going, even if it's a moderate walk. Doing some calisthenics, some jumping jacks, doing some stretching. That really is a huge benefit. Our bodies are not meant to be sedentary for so long. But the one thing that really helps me is when I'm resistant and feeling procrastinate. I want to procrastinate. And some of my clients that I recommend this to and follow through on it also have really good results. But a number of clients don't follow through on this or don't want to do it. I don't know. There's something culturally negative about taking naps or doing nothing or just unplugging and not feeling like you have to push on and be productive and just stare at the wall. Just sit there and just like stare at the wall, take a quick nap, just let your body rest, rejuvenate, and recuperate. And I'm amazed when I do that, and I do it actually daily. It's like I'll feel my energy crash, and then I'll just kind of like, okay, it's break time. And I mean, really break time. A lot of people's break time is just, going on social media, going on their phone, or going on their computer or whatever. it's really just break time. And if you want to listen to some soothing music without words, preferably, or I love to listen to nature sounds, and you could just lie down. And when I used to work in a job, I would do this under the desk during. I would take the it was the lunch breaks, or I would either or when I had a car, I would go to my car, and I would sleep, or just take a quick nap, or just kind of just rest in my car. And it makes such a difference, and so few people take advantage of it. I know in some other Latin cultures, especially the siesta, and they make time and even close businesses and stuff like that. But man, we need that. Our brain is like 2-3% of our body weight and consumes chews up 20% of the resources. And most jobs, or a lot of jobs nowadays, are just sitting and mentally working things out, problem solving, answering emails, just creating code, doing work on the computer, and it's draining. It really is draining. And you can even I get one of those sleep masks, and I'll just block out the light and just take a nap. And now I just automatically wake up. I don't even need to set an alarm, but you might need to set an alarm. You don't want to go over like 20-25 minutes, and just allow yourself to be lazy, allow yourself to be tired, allow yourself to be unplugged, allow yourself to not feel guilty about doing nothing and just resting, relaxing, and rejuvenating. And even maybe you do some deep breathing, but this is not something like, oh, I have to meditate during this time. We're like obsessed with utilizing all our time to be productive, and you're actually more productive when you take these types of timeouts and breaks. And sometimes I'll do 20-25 minutes 2 or 3 times a day. Sometimes it'll even be longer when I'm just feeling an energy crash, and it's my body sending a signal. It's your body sending a signal, a message. Hey, you need to rest. I need time to recuperate and recharge. Just like physical activity, you can't go to the gyms. Even if you're doing moderate workout, 4, 5, 6 hours, your body just needs rest. Your brain needs rest. Your body needs time to recharge. And taking a nap, and one of my clients, we did the session, and he was in a hammock. Man, hammocks are such a score, such a great way to recharge the battery and to be out in nature. I think he was at a park. And we're too hard on ourselves. We drive ourselves and push ourselves way too hard. And it's just unhealthy. And we're always occupied. We're always listening to something, watching something, working, doing something, talking to people. So try those unplugged breaks. And also, make sure that you're not overindulging on sugar or junk food where your blood sugar's rising, then crashing. Get good solid sleep. Take naps. Practice minimalism and simplification. As Warren Buffett says, successful people say no to just about everything, because really we're overwhelmed. We are overwhelmed. And then if you add familial responsibilities, if you have kids on top of it, a wife, a household to keep up, it makes it even more challenging. And we need to carve out those times to just rest, relax, and rejuvenate. It feels so good. And to do it throughout the day, periodically. Sometimes you might only get a 5-minute break, and you just kind of like, just sit at your computer, close your eyes, or turn off your computer. If you're at work, find a creative way to take a 5-minute break, just a breathing break. If there's another room, you could take a break. Sometimes some of my clients will go and like to an empty room. And man, it just replenishes and feeds the soul, and you don't feel as cranky and grumpy and burned out. And it's just a beautiful thing. I'm curious what your thoughts are on this. If you are able to take breaks, and what your experience is, and if you feel guilty about it. Well, one of the craziest things in our culture is when you call someone and they woke up in the middle of the afternoon, they're taking a nap, and you've woken them up, Most people say, oh, no, you didn't wake me up. There's like shame and guilt about taking care of yourself, about resting. That's insane. Just look at lions and lionesses out in the wild, or look at dogs, or look at cats. Like, they spend so much time just resting and relaxing, and they're not stressed, neurotic, and anxious, and depressed, and filled with all kinds of neuroses like we humans are. We push ourselves too much, and we overstimulate ourselves. Oh, it's just such a wonderful thing. And then if you could take a spirituality break as well. If you want to do some prayer, or doing some reading the Bible, um, just talking to God, just relaxing, whatever it is. There's so many beautiful things we can do when we're unplugged from the system. If you'd like affordable coaching, gentle accountability, and support, life coaching is life-changing. It makes such a huge difference to have someone that's not a friend or family member that's going to help to keep you on your path in alignment with your values, stay consistent with your habits and goals, and the things you want to accomplish ahead of your life. It makes such a huge difference. It's ridiculously affordable. My email's in the description. And the consultation, as I said, is free, complimentary. You got nothing to lose. And then after, there's no obligation, and then it's just session by session. There's no commitment that you have to make. If you want to see more of these videos, you like these videos, please consider liking and subscribing. And your comments are really greatly appreciated. And thanks for tuning in, and look forward to speaking to you soon. Bye-bye.